You know what? Sometimes I just like to feel sexy. I like to feel good. I like to dress up, perk the fellas up a little bit. You know what I mean? And fragrances are a great way to boost your confidence and to feel better about yourself, to feel sexy. And there's one certain fragrance house that makes some extremely intoxicating and sexy fragrances. So today, I'm going to be going over 5 of the most intoxicating and sexy fragrances from the house of Aaron Terence Hughes. Oh! And also, I'm going to be announcing and talking about one of his new releases coming out in February. Oh, what is it, you ask? Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show you. Hang on. All right. It's just joshing you. You're going to have to stay tuned, silly. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and happy Thursday. I hope each and every one of you are doing frickin' fantastic today, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. Sometimes it's good to just get dolled up, to throw on your best suit and just feel frickin' sexy. And one of the best things about getting suited up, walking out the door, feeling all confident, is the thing that you do right before you walk out that door. You spray on a fragrance that's gonna be intoxicating, that's gonna leave an alluring scent trail, and just gonna help you feel even more sexy than you already are. And these fragrances that I'm gonna be talking about today do just that. Because they're sweet, they're gourmand, they're alluring, and just downright intoxicating. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's whiffs and sniffs. Okay, like I said, I will be announcing one of Aaron's newest releases that's coming out February 22nd. I'm gonna just sneak it in here. But the first one on my list is gonna be a sandalwood fragrance, and it's Santel Extreme. I like a good sandalwood fragrance, and Santel Extreme is more than just a good sandalwood fragrance. So this has got an interesting note breakdown because it has a sugared almond accord in it, but it starts out with bergamot and mint. So it's got this really nice citrusy, fresh opening. And you do get that mintiness, just not like an overpowering mintiness. It's not gonna be like double mint gum or anything like that. No, it's gonna be a little bit more set back, sitting in the background, kind of just supporting that bergamot. And then you roll into this really nice heart. And I think you're gonna get some vanilla. You also get some sugared almond. You have this really nice sweet nuttiness in it. You're also, of course, gonna have some sandalwood. I do believe there's also patchouli in this, and then there's nutmeg. So this is like a semi-gourmand. It has some nice gourmand characteristics, but that sandalwood that's in it is so alluring. Fresh, warm, spicy, and downright sexy. You can get them in 10 mLs. You can also get them in 50 mLs. I suggest test driving before you buy. If you're looking for a great date night fragrance, or maybe you're just a single guy and you're looking for a good conversation starting fragrance, definitely check out Santel Extreme. Aaron spent the end of 2020 working on this next fragrance. He worked nonstop through the holidays. He worked all freaking night on New Year's Eve just to get this fragrance right. And I think he frickin' nailed it. And it's forbidden. Just like the forbidden fruit with Adam and Eve, this right here could change the course of history as we know it. It actually won't do that, but it'll definitely help change your sex appeal. Because this right here, this is a sexy beast. This has got like a sweet rose in it, but it also has chocolate orange. Like it's like a really nice chocolatey orange right off the bat. You have a little bit of rum, and you have some vanilla, a really nice sweet and spicy vanilla. And then of course, the best part, what goes great with chocolate? What goes great with rose? What goes great with vanilla? Oud. And the oud in this is magnificent. Aaron does sweet ouds incredibly, impeccably, masterfully, if you will. It's not animalic, it's not funky, it's sexy, it's beautiful, it's alluring, it's intoxicating. Forbidden is perfectly named. It smells like the fruit that was pulled off the tree at the beginning of a time that changed the entire course of history as we know it. But forbidden is fantastic. This next one was my number 1 from my top 10 Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances. If you've been watching this channel, then you probably know. If you haven't, then what are you doing? First, you got to go down there, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, hit the notification bell so that you stay notified when I'm posting new content. Oh, and throw me up one of those. Hell, if you can, throw me up 2 or 3. Just keep smashing that freaking like button. Thanks. But the fragrance I'm talking about is Luna. I freaking want to make love to this fragrance. I know, that's freaking weird. And no, don't make love to your fragrances, because then you're just as weird as me. Luna. Rose Absolute. The way that Aaron does Rose Absolute is so good. Luna is a very charming fragrance. You have some Rose Absolute up top. You also have this nice fruity and slightly juicy peach in there. You're gonna have this really beautiful vanilla flowing through. And it also has some coconut. Though I don't get a lot of the coconut in it, it does add a slight sweetness and a nice kind of almost milkiness to it. You have some really nice sweet Thai oud and then ambergris. And he uses an ethical ambergris, which is pretty freaking awesome. No animals are harmed in the process of creating his fragrances. Luna is one of those fragrances that just turns up the charm for me. Who am I kidding? I don't need my charm turned up. If anything, I could use it dumbed down just a little bit, but it could help your charm. It could help your confidence, because it's one of those fragrances that is just very confidence boosting, because it's alluring, it's intoxicating, it's a great conversation starter. It's also a great one to make memories with if you're going out on your first date or maybe your 1000th date. Luna would be a great one to wear every single time. It's definitely very memorable. If you like rose and oud, vanilla, coconut, peach, ambergris, then you're definitely going to want to check out Luna. All right, this next one you've never seen or heard of before. Well, you might have heard of it, especially if you're in the UK, because Aaron is currently selling this, I believe, in his shop. But here in the US, we're going to have to wait till February 22nd. And that's right around the corner. And if you like cherry fragrances, then you are going to love Raw Cherry. Oh my gato. If you like fragrances like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, Guerlain, L'Eau Medial, it has that nice cherry note in it, then you're going to love Raw Cherry. I don't know what the note breakdown is, but I think there's a little bit of bergamot or orange up top with that really nice cherry. It is a nice dark cherry, just like a raw cherry. You also have some nice almondy characteristics. I believe there's also a little bit of sandalwood in here, maybe a little cedar. And it's got some really nice musks backing it. I do also get a slight booziness to it with a nice almond accord. And like I said, it is going to be released 2/22/22. That's a whole lot of twos, but a really easy way to remember. If you can't, just start writing down 2. But Raw Cherry is freaking awesome. I get really, really stellar performance with it. And not to mention, it leaves a beautiful alluring scent trail. It's intoxicating and downright sexy. So stay tuned, because Raw Cherry will be coming your way. This next one is Aaron's newest release and his first flanker, and it's Onyx Extreme. So the original Onyx would fit perfectly in this list, but I'm picking Onyx Extreme because this is just the more rounded out, sexy and intoxicating Onyx. Even though the original Onyx is downright sexy and intoxicating in its own right, this one right here just rounds out all the edges. He took the original and amplified the rose and amplified the oud. This has a 5% concentration of a Rose Absolute, and it's so gorgeous. It's also got an 8% concentration of oud. It's a beautiful, sweet, almost chocolatey type of oud. Not only do you have Rose Absolute, you also have Vanilla Absolute. To add the perfect amount of sweetness, you're also going to have plum and raspberry. And then baller musks. I'm talking like straight up baller musks. The musks that are in this just help this thing last. It's not a huge projector like Onyx, but it does still project extremely nicely. It has a nice alluring scent trail. If you have not yet, you can get 10 mLs of Onyx Extreme. Give it a whirl, check it out. If maybe the regular Onyx was a little funky for you, then definitely check out Onyx Extreme. It's freaking sexy. Last up on my list, I've been throwing a whole lot of ouds at you, but all of Aaron's ouds, they are not super animalic. None of these smell like a barnyard. And if this is what a barnyard smells like, then it's the best smelling barnyard I've ever been to. And this one is no exception. It's oud. Just straight up Aaron Terence Hughes oud. Now this is a great one to have on deck, because not only is it great on its own, it also is great to layer with all the rest of his ouds. This oud and raw cherry combo, Holy smokes. You want to talk about sexy? Oud obviously has oud, but it also has rose. It has a little orange up top as well. You're gonna have raspberry, and you're gonna have some dates that are perfect for a date. And then you have two different types of oud. You have Thai oud and Burmese oud. They give it this really nice woody, dank mysteriousness to it. And then just to top everything off, the cherry on top of the cake, sandalwood. Really beautifully done sandalwood, nice and creamy, also has a nice woody characteristic as well. A beautiful fragrance. Oud is great for layering, but it's also great on its own. It leaves a beautiful scent trail. And again, it's just downright freaking sexy. How many times I gotta tell you guys this? It's sexy. Sexy, sexy, sexy. All these fragrances are great to help boost your confidence. They are so appealing. They're so attractive. They're not gonna make you more attractive, but I will tell you one thing, they will definitely help you smell more attractive. If you rock any of these with confidence, you throw on something sexy, yeah, all these will do exactly what you need them to do. Grab attention. Get you compliments. But they're not gonna get you compliments if you never use that beautiful smile that you got sitting right underneath your nose. But Aaron Terence Hughes Oud and all these fragrances are fantastic. And these are just 5 of his best date night, going out, hitting the town, sexy, intoxicating, and alluring fragrances. Stay tuned for Raw Cherry 2/22/22 is going to be the release for that. I'm super excited for you guys to get your nose on it. But that is it, guys. There are 5, technically 6, super alluring, super intoxicating, and very sexy Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances. Let me know what some of your favorite sexy fragrances are. They don't necessarily have to be Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances. Just let me know. Leave me a comment down below. But also, let me know if you're excited about Raw Cherry. And let me know what some of your favorite Aaron Terence Hughes fragrances are. Look forward to talking to you guys in the comments. But that is it for me. I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.